I find it real interesting how I ain't listen to Tito Santos, whatever the guy name is. He used to go real hard on black women. I don't know what happened to his channel or whether I just gravitated to other things or whatever. But I was in a relationship when I first heard what he had to say, and it just wasn't registering. And the shit that did register just seemed like it was coming from a place of just seemed like the man had a lot on his mind or some shit. But I can understand totally, where he come from one phrase that he patented, or at least he was the first nigga I heard say it. And he used to call these motherfuckers house nigga bitches. And nigga, if that ain't the most accurate, man, like, so we got this dynamic in St. Louis. I thought I just had ran up on a wrong bitch. And then I just thought I had a fucked up taste in women. But then I started meeting niggas I ain't got nothing in common with. It seemed like they got a whole different type of gal. I done ran into hustlers, niggas who ain't never seen $5,000 in their life, and they all pretty much say the same thing when it comes to one common denominator. And so you gotta take such a thing at least serious enough to investigate further. It would just be idiotic not to at least entertain it, or at least put it in your mind to try to defeat. Some people like to find evidence to make themselves feel right, and others like to challenge themselves, adopt a theory and try to find the wrongs in it. However you come to your conclusion is up to you, but I safely came to the conclusion that, to be nice and a nice way to say it, there is no nice way to say it. But the realest way I can put it is fake niggas and house nigga women, you can't be a white house nigga. You know what I'm saying? So black women who knowingly or unknowingly ride and die for their oppressor. Psychiatric professionals call it Stockholm Syndrome. You know what I'm saying? But it's really some Willie Lynch type shit. You know what I'm saying? It's a mind warp. It's a dysfunction in how the brain works and how they process things. So you got this situation where men understand the construct of the world and their place in it. And even if we deviate from our own personal moral code, we at least keep it in mind to where if situations, circumstances change, that we can, admit that we were, pinned against the wall. We didn't do the right thing, you know what I'm saying? But we had no choice but to do the wrong thing to just get a little bit of progress, and I can understand that fully, totally. But a woman will not only, sell motherfuckers out for their own progress, but they have the inability to either recognize that they are selling motherfuckers out to do it, or that's just a powerful denial mechanism. However it goes, I find myself having the same conversation with my baby mother. In the society we live in, apparently, someone who hasn't worked in 10 years is deemed fit. And the person that has worked all their motherfucking life is deemed deadbeat. And they pick whatever you don't do and demonize you for it. They take what you do and minimize the shit out of it to the fact, if you're a weak-minded dude, you'll fall for it, as I did for about the first 4 or 5 years of my son's life. And it's going to take him to get on some real grown man shit to figure out what was really going on. But I'm keeping all the proof that I need to keep. So when I do break it down to him, I'm going to be able to support it with facts. And I'm going to ask my son one question, dog. Have your mother ever lied to you? And I'm going to explain to him that that it's a thing called credibility. A person that has no integrity, pride, or general morals whatsoever still has credibility. You know what I'm saying? You can, see some of the worst people show up to work on time. But when the person that's supposed to teach you your moral code has none of the above and the addition of no credibility, it's an additive, something that you teach. It's something that will stop you from telling your kids to lie, or making excuses for it if you do. It's just a weird paradigm, but, all sons tend to go with their mother's flow until they know otherwise. And, I just bagged out of the whole situation because it's not healthy for him either way. She the type that give you two fucked up choices. Neither one of them really benefiting her. It's just that she wants the company of misery. She don't want to get herself out of the situation. She's a true crab in a bucket. But I just wanted to give shouts out to the Tito dude because he made it make sense. Like, I understand what a house nigga bitch is. It's a motherfucker that will go to the white man and tell him that you not doing what you supposed to do. I mean, this just sounds funny coming out of my mouth. And then the white man say, well, okay, bitch, I'll charge you $120 to have $250 taken out of his check. Is that a deal? And she's like, damn right. And then she calls you and tells you what that little money you giving up ain't shit, but that little money you giving up is coming out you sacrificing. She sitting on her ass. Like, it's all good in this world. And it's basically a house nigga situation. The field nigga works a lot harder and gets less benefits. The house nigga, works sporadically as they please, and they get all the benefits. And what's the difference in the paradigm of what's going on today? Someone tell me. Red pill, MGTOW, somebody, narcissist, somebody tell me what's going on, man. This is TY and I'm out. Mind those piggies.